Hey guys, welcome back. PG Minington here with episode 73 of PG Minington's Let's Play. And as you can see, I'm actually heading downstairs to go ahead and set up all of our turtles. Now, I did actually already map all of those guys out, and I'm not exactly sure if I'd like to raise it up one layer and be able to get higher, or if I'd be able to do it more efficiently by doing it a little bit lower. As you can see, I'm actually on level 6, and I have them mapped out where they will be able to mine pretty much a tunnel straight down all the way up to level 10. So I'm really thinking that I'd like to do it all the way up to level 10. And let's go ahead and delete all of these blocks, or go ahead and destroy them. And I'll show you guys what I mean by mine all the way up to level 10. So if you guys don't know, there's actually a built-in program into the turtles. Now you're going built-in. Okay, well, I've never really used turtles before, but there are built-in programs that you are able to use. Now, obviously, I have used turtles before, but for those of you that are a little bit scared of using turtles, it's really no big deal, and they are really amazing things. And if you guys don't know, they will mine a 3x2 high tunnel. So that is basically what I'm setting up right now, and that is why I have these cobblestone blocks here. So let's go ahead and place one there, and then one right there. So as you can see, I actually have them laid out in a grid pattern that will allow me to get the most area dug out of the side of the bottom of the earth. So that's basically what we are doing. We are diamond hunting, which hopefully is going to pay off a lot. But there's also something that I'd like to get, and I'd probably like to help this guy out just a little bit. I'd like to get myself a destruction catalyst, which I already have somewhere. I'll just have to find it. And I will also have to get a little thing that I'd like to go get. So I'm actually going to go upstairs and show you where I'm going to be getting my EMC from, so you guys will believe me. The Ender Dragon's egg is actually, I believe, 139,000 EMC, which I believe is exactly what the cost of one dark matter is. And as you can see, I do actually have 2 energy condensers and 1 dragon egg. So that is actually putting us pretty close. But as I was actually digging out that hole for us, I was able to find something that was actually a little bit interesting. We found some tungsten ore, which is sweet. If you guys don't know, tungsten is added by red power, and ELO really hasn't added in anything for tungsten to be used for. To this date, I'm not exactly sure if she has quite yet. She may or may not have, so don't quote me on that. On 1.4.7, it wouldn't surprise me if she's added something or not. Light bulbs, I have no idea. Something like I don't even know what she could add, but it'd be pretty awesome no matter what she added, because she always comes up with great ideas. As you can see, we do have 6 diamonds as well, and I believe that is all that this recipe will require. Now, what we're going to be getting is called the Gem. Okay, let's go ahead and type in Gem of Eternal Density. Now, I think I already had one of these, but I felt that the way we were getting our items was a little bit cheating. I don't remember why. I think our quarry, I left it on for a little bit on accident, and that's how we got so many diamonds. So I felt like our first Gem of Eternal Density was not quite fair. But obviously now our EMC is 100% legit, and we should not have to worry about the rightness of getting it, I suppose you could say. I don't know. But as you can see, we do now have a Gem of Eternal Density. Now, what this guy basically does is it takes everything that's in your inventory that has an EMC value. Let's go ahead and put it in our hotbar. You do have to put it in your hotbar and press G, but as soon as you do that, it will take everything in your inventory that is an EMC value, and it will convert it over into a larger object. So it's basically condensing the object that you currently have into a much larger object, such as your diamonds. Now, obviously, diamonds are going to be produced into dark matter, so as you saw, those are all going into dark matter, and for some reason coal is not actually going into that. I believe it only does fuels and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and grab out our pistons, and those for some reason are not working, but it is working with cobble, as it will seem. But as you can see, if I do press G again, then it will get rid of everything, and it turned it straight back into everything else. So as you saw, we did actually gain 2 iron ingots from that, which is pretty dang sweet. So this will basically allow you to go on long mining trips, and the only thing that you'll basically gather is, I believe, coal, as well as some of your ores, which is actually still great. I think we can throw the sapphire in there, and it should be turned into whatever we would like it to be. And let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on everything that it works. Most items I believe it works with, and definitely most vanilla items that you'll be able to find it will work with. So I'm actually going to try and find ourselves our destruction catalyst, and as soon as I am able to find that, I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, so I just found my destruction catalyst. I think I put it through the sorter on accident one time, but here it is. And now that we have this guy, all we have to do is get rid of this stupid slime. You know what? Slime, die. Die, and die. Alright, so now that we have our destruction catalyst, we want to make sure that we do have some fuel. So I'm thinking we're actually going to go grab some coal, and I think we're just going to grab everything that we do have, because we are going to be needing to use it. But let's see, what can we do to get the maximum? Whoa, that was luck. I've done that twice while recording, and that is just kind of strange that I've been able to do that. So let's go ahead and take our Klein Star and do this. Oh, and there's actually something else that I'd like to show you guys that I have done, so that you guys don't freak out on me. I've actually taken, I think, 14 of our solar panels, and I set them outside, and I allowed them to begin producing some EU. Now, the reason I did that is because we were actually running out of EU, and it was a pain in the butt having to keep refueling our uranium cells, because uranium are like 4,000 a piece, as you can see, and then there's a little bit of tin involved in there, so I didn't really like having to refuel that every single time. So slowly I'd like to step into the ability to get the awesomeness that is going to be coming from our awesome solar panels. So let's go ahead and grab all of the fuel that we can, and obviously this fuel is going to be placed into our turtles. So as we go downstairs, let's see. Alright, so now that we're down here, all we have to do is place the coal into all of our turtles. So I'm going to place a stack into every single turtle. And for those of you that haven't ever used turtles and don't know why turtles would be useful to you, you're about to see why. So all I am doing right now is giving them a fuel, and you will see how much fuel they will get just from one stack of charcoal. So let's go ahead and place this in there. And is that some more tungsten? Because if it is, nope, that's not tungsten. Yeah, this is actually where I found the tungsten. It was downstairs, or it was like down right there where that cobble was, I believe. Or maybe it was where that cobble was. It was somewhere down here, but that's how I got my tungsten. Alright, so now all you have to do is, in your turtle, no matter what version of Minecraft you're on, I think, as long as you're above Minecraft 1.2.5 or on 1.2.5, this should work for you. All you have to do is type tunnel, let's see, tunnel, and then how far would you like it to tunnel. Now I'm going to tell this guy to tunnel 100, and what it's going to do is, we should have actually refueled that one, but that's just fine. I just wanted to show you guys that what it will do is, if you tell it to tunnel and it has no fuel, it will actually check its inventory and it will give itself fuel. Now I believe on its way it will actually refuel itself as well, but that's just a tip for you guys. Now what I'm going to do on this one is actually type refuel, and then I'm going to type all, and then from there it's going to use all the fuel in its inventory. Now as you can see, it now has 6,144 movements that is available for it. So now I can actually say tunnel and then 100, and now it will be able to go as far as it needs to. Alright, let's do it for the rest of them, and then I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, so as you are able to see, I left them going for about a minute or so, and this is how far the original ones have gotten, and we have hit a problem. Now, how are we going to fix this problem? Well, let's go ahead and check in our inventory, and something seems to have happened to all of our stuff. I think it converted over into gold, and then it tried to convert over into diamonds, but let's go ahead and see what we can do about the inventories of these guys. Now, as you can see, everything is actually being converted over into iron currently, and then gold, and uh-oh, we have hit a major problem. What are we going to do about this lava? Now, it's really no big deal because we are able to pass through it with our turtles, but once the turtles get a full inventory, what are you going to do? Well, the thing that I have been able to get out of this is, whoa, hey, we're getting diamonds and we are on fire. That is not good. We really would like to get rid of that lava as soon as possible, and I'm going to fly away and hope that we don't die. If we die, it's really no big deal. And yeah, we just died, but we can just go respawn, and yeah, that's why I got away from the fire or the lava, because I didn't want to lose all my things. But because that we do, and we are just as far as we are in the game, we are actually able to produce 3 pieces of dark matter with no big deal. So how are we going to get rid of that lava? Well, the answer to that is simple. There's actually a thing, an equivalent exchange, that is going to let us do this. So once I go get my stuff, I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, so I was actually able to get my stuff back, but as I was saying, the item that we're going to be able to use is now going to be the Evertide Amulet. Now, this is going to be the second dark matter item that we're going to be making, but as you can see, it does require 3 pieces of dark matter, and I just threw a sapphire, which is like 1,000 EMC, so we don't want to throw that guy to waste. So let's see if we can find it, and if we can't, we'll just keep going. Oh well, let's go ahead and fly upstairs, and the one thing that you would like to keep in mind is that if you let the turtles out of your sight, or if the chunk unloads that they are in, they're actually going to stop, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt as well. Now, sadly, there is no way to prevent that yet, but if you, well, I guess you could chunk load if you'd like to, but that's going to be a little bit difficult for the most of us because they do move quite a far ways, and then from there, you're not really going to be able to do all that much from there. So all we have to do is, currently what I'm going to do is just keep grabbing all the items they have, and just hope that our, the thing that we just made, the, let's see, oh god, we're about to die again. What did we just make? The Gem of Eternal Density. I'm hoping that it can do its job, and I'm hoping that we don't die this time. Let's see. Let's put on our Quantum Suit armor and see how that prevents... Oh god, we just threw diamonds. Alright, so please don't get us killed. Alright, so now that we are good, let's go ahead and continue to fly, and I'm actually going to journey to the end, and from there we are going to be able to get our dark matter pieces. So let's go ahead and go to there using our book that I did almost drop, which would have been bad if we had done that. So there we go. Now we are back where we need to be, and as you can see, we are actually making diamonds just as we need. So once I get enough diamonds for 3 pieces of dark matter, I will see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, we are back, and I do not yet have all of the diamonds that I do need, but we do have quite a few. And as you can see, that just turned into a dark matter, and then instantly it was turned into a red matter. So if we press G while we have the Gem of Eternal Density in our hand, as you can see, we are now able to have a piece of dark matter. Now that is sweet, so let's go ahead and just start making some dark matter. Sweet. So the other thing, as you can see, that I did, I actually turned a wall around the Enderman farm. So as you can see, I've actually made it where the Endermen don't die when they hit the ground, but I have actually raised the floor by 1 block other than right here because there was an Enderman standing there at the time. But these pearls aren't actually going to be picked up, but I'm actually going to be able to walk around up there, and I'm going to be able to hit them 1 time, and they are going to be able to die. Or they're going to die. They're not going to be able to. And I'm actually going to be able to farm just like this, and all we have to do is hit them 1 time, and boom. We are getting all of the XP, the Ender Pearls, and the glory. So all we have to do is do this for a little bit, and eventually we'll be able to enchant some stuff, as well as be able to get a ton of dark matter. So that is sweet, and these do not seem to be eaten up by the Gem of Eternal Density, but that's fine. So once I do get enough, as I said, I will see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, so I was level 30 something, but I died because I killed myself. I was using these arrows just to kill him, and I know I'm wasting EMC doing this, but it was more efficient than me running in there and getting the crap beat out of me, because occasionally they will get angry at you, and then they can't run, or you can't run away, and yeah, it's just not all that great when you get stuck in there with them. But as you can see, I believe we will have enough of our Ender Pearls for us to be able to get another piece of dark matter, as that's all that we need left. And let's go ahead and hop down here. Yes, I believe this should actually... Oh, we already actually have 3. Never mind. So all we have to do is grab this one, and then let's toss these Ender Pearls in there as well, and begin making something. I don't even know what to make. Let's say... You know, let's just throw... No, we can't throw dark matter in there. Let's just leave it for now, and we can come back and use those later. Or we can actually take them with us, which would be a lot smarter. I don't know why I was going to leave them. So anyways, now all we have to do is find the book to get home, or go jump into the portal, because I'm an idiot and probably lost the book. So if I can't find that book, we are going to go jump in the portal, which is what it seems like. So I'll see you guys when we get back home, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so we are back home, and this is exactly what I meant by that we have to babysit the turtles, because once the chunk unloads... Oh god, we're about to die. Once the chunk unloads, if we die, I'm just going to die right here. So let's see, am I going to die? Yeah. Alright, so once the chunk unloads, it actually stops the turtle from going, and it 100% resets it, and it does not allow it to begin to start again, even once the chunk is reloaded, which I don't really like about turtles. I think they should remember where they were, and they should be able to start what they were doing. But I suppose you could actually write a code to do that, but it would be kind of hard for it to remember where it left off, even if you were good at writing script. So I'll see you guys in a sec once I get my stuff, because it's going to be a pain in the butt to go get that around the lava. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that. I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, a few pieces of cobble and some parkouring. We were able to get our stuff back, and now that we have it, I'm going to continue in saying what I was saying and probably die again. So as you can see, our turtles did actually stop, and now they are no longer moving. Let's go ahead and make sure that they haven't missed anything, because they don't obviously detect what they see, and they don't see if there's anything good lying around. So I'll assume that maybe there's some good stuff somewhere. Let's see. Is that tungsten? That might be tungsten. I think that is tungsten. Nope, that's not tungsten, but let's go ahead and check what is in our inventory. Ooh, we actually have some tungsten here, some gold, and I believe, let's see, there's some more tungsten as well. And let's just go ahead and double check. Okay, there's what I was talking about. There's some diamonds there. And all we have to do now is all of that is turning into some gold, which is sweet. let's go ahead and see what we can throw out because everything seems to be turning into gold rather quickly. And we are now making diamonds. I really love the Gem of Turtle Density. It basically does... Okay, I don't like that it's doing that, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and... It makes random stacks for some reason, and I have no idea why, but now we, I believe, are making some dark matter. So red matter should begin to appear in our inventory sometime soon. But let's go ahead and stop babbling and grab these diamonds, which we do have the drill in our inventory, which is sweet. And I really need to enchant a pickaxe other than we just died, so we're not going to be able to do that anytime soon. But I will actually reset these, and we will be able to see how efficient they are when they are not hitting lava and all of that nonsense that we continue to run into, which is a pain in the butt with turtles. And that's why I really like quarry mode a lot better, which will be what we are using next time. So I'll show you guys how quarry mode is actually going to help us out a lot more than tunnel mode, in my opinion. I'm actually going to start it on like level 10 and then just make it go down to bedrock, and it should have no issues in doing so. The only problem would be is if I did tell it to do a humongous area and it didn't finish by the time that I was able to tell it to stop. So that would be the only problem we'd have there. But for now, I would like to turn off our Gem of Eternal Density, and we have our 3 pieces of dark matter. And do we have any red matter? No, we do not. That is just fine. Let's go ahead and run over here and tell this that we would like to make dark matter because we have been building up pistons from our quarry, which is sweet, and let's do that. And then all we have to do is throw the rest of this crap into there, and I believe we should have yet again another piece of dark matter, which is sweet because dark matter is awesome. And apparently we have a turtle in here as well, so we might as well throw this turtle in there along with it. Alright, so now that we have our 4 pieces of dark matter, what I'm going to be able to do is grab 6 buckets, I do believe. Let's see, can we get buckets out of there? I don't think we can. So all we have to do is grab, say, a stack of iron and go to this and just make 6 buckets. So let's see, there we go, and then that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All we have to do is throw away some cobble and then make yet again another bucket. So that's sweet, and now we don't have room for our iron, which is just fine. We can grab it now, or it can go into our miner's backpack, which is sweet. And all we have to do now is make 6 buckets of water. And let's see, all we have to do is go boom, and then these aren't going to go ahead and automatically pop in there, are they? I thought they did, and I was really hoping they would, but apparently it's not going to be nice today and do that for me. So let's see, that is 5 buckets that we have filled up. All we have to do is get this last one here, and I don't like not having the Archangel Smite in my hotbar because it is a true lifesaver, or saver, not saper, I don't even know. But it's a true lifesaver, and I really love that I can pretty much one-shot any enemy other than, I don't know, an ogre maybe. I don't even know if an ogre can be one-shotted by anything, but it is amazing against the ogre, I would hope. So let's go ahead and do this. And boom, we now have an Evertide Amulet. Oh, and we actually got our buckets back. I didn't want those. Adios, buckets. Alright, so now all you have to do is charge this guy up. And obviously, because it's the Evertide Amulet, it does mean water. But there's also a Vulcanite Amulet if you'd like to get rid of water. I don't know why I'd want to. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to, but the Vulcanite Amulet does exactly what this will do, except for it will get rid of water instead of lava. So as you can see, there's this ginormous mound of lava, and they are all source blocks, or most of them are. Even if they aren't source blocks, I believe it will get rid of them, but all you have to do is get on it and get near it, and be able to see it, and then press R key with it in your hand, and boom, it will actually shoot water. And I believe I hit a block or something and it stopped it, and that's the reason it did that. But if we get about here, we should be able to wipe all of that out, and boom. So this is going to be a super easy, effective way for us to get rid of all of this stuff. Now we are going to have to ourselves to get rid of some of this stuff, but it will work depending on your conditions, much better or much worse. But most of the time, I believe it does work a lot better than it was able to work for us, because I don't think these are source blocks. I think these are actually flowing blocks, which means those source blocks, I believe, will work a lot better. And how about we fix ourselves with this thing? Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so now all we have to do is aim it at those source blocks, and I think this will work. There we go. Okay, that still didn't work how I wanted it to, but that was pretty close to what it should do. And the Evertide Amulet is amazing, but the Vulcanite is also sweet as well. So if you guys need a quick fix and you need the ability to be able to clear out a mass amount of either water or lava, I would recommend the Vulcanite or the Evertide Amulet. And once again, this is the Evertide Amulet that I do have here. Now, once again, this is, I believe, an equivalent exchange, and I am on 1.2.5, so that is why I still have this. I'm not exactly sure if he's going to be re-implementing into the newer version of 1.4.7 or whatever version it may be, but he might, and it would be sweet if he did. I haven't really checked in a long time, to be honest with you guys. But now that we have all of this EMC, and we don't really have all that much, but we do have a piece of dark matter, which is sweet. And I really need to reset those turtles, but I think I'll do it in between episodes, and I'll just go mining a ton with those because you've seen their ability, and they're going to be awesome combined with our Gem of Eternal Density, which we do need to turn on in our inventory because it is basically just taking up space with this cobble and stuff in our inventory, which we do not want to do. So now all we have to do is run over to here, and I really just need a ton of diamonds. Now, why do I need diamonds? Well, the reason I need diamonds is for, let's see. Oh, we're going to have to turn this gem off so that we can get our piece of dark matter back. So let's go ahead and throw this piece of dark matter into here. But first, we do need to find our Klein Star and capture all of that energy. Now, from here, all we have to do is unlock that and then grab all the diamonds that we are able to. So let's go boom and boom. 22 diamonds. Now, I'm not exactly sure how many pieces of electric wire we're going to be able to get from that, but we do definitely have enough silver, so let's go ahead and go boom. And then let's say about 60 pieces of our wiring. So we are getting glass fiber cabling, which is sweet. I love that stuff. It's really amazing. And I'm sure that there is a wire that works better and it's more efficient, but I really just like this wiring, and there is no energy loss, I do not think. But we're going to request about 64 of them. Let's just get an entire stack. Might as well. The thing we are missing is glass. Are you kidding me? Let's go ahead and grab... You know what, let's just get an entire stack of glass after we get done lagging, and boom. So now all we have to do is find some glass, which I have no idea why glass isn't on that screen, even though everything I put in there was 1 EMC. Alright, that made no sense, but let's go ahead and throw this glass in there, and all we have to do is grab our stack of our awesome glass fiber cabling. So let's go 1, 2, and now we can just grab the 64. I'd like to see how this recipe is actually handled down here, because the items are just going to be flowing in like crazy, and actually it's handling it pretty well, surprisingly enough. I don't exactly know where it's going to. I think it might be here. I don't know where it's even going. Let's see. It looks like it might be going here. Oh, yes, it's going here. So we do get 6 fiber cables from doing this, and we might actually have some in here. We do not, which is alright. I don't really mind that. So all we have to do now is run upstairs and grab some of our cables. Now, what we are getting these cables for is most definitely our awesome solar panels. So let's go ahead and go upstairs, and eventually we definitely are going to be changing how we are doing this, because we are going to be upgrading to the ability to make high voltage solar arrays. But for now, we would like to get all of the energy we are able to get currently, and just sitting there, those solar panels are doing us absolutely no good at all. Now, I believe right now we are getting about 96 EU, because 14 times 8, 10, 80, 8, 32... Heck, I don't even know. That's like 102. I don't even know what that is. So I'll have to calculate that later. But all we have to do now is grab as many of our solar panels as we have our glass fiber cables. So we might as well just grab that many, and we'll be able to grab some glass fiber cables once we go back up here. So now basically the rest of this is just going to be me placing down solar panels. Not really. But I would like to see how it increases on our awesome production of UU matter, which also will help our production of EU as well as EMC, because that is basically what we're trying to do here. We are using our UU matter to produce more EU, which in turn will allow us to produce a lot more EMC, which it basically just loops all the way around. And every time we get a new solar panel, the process is just going to be sped up just a little bit. And I'm not exactly sure if you guys understand the concept of that, because I didn't understand it. It took me forever to get the part that, hey, I can turn my UU matter into EMC, and then I will be able to do this. What? This doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, it does make sense. You just got to think about it for a little bit, because I'm not exactly sure if I completely understand it yet. But let's just put it like this. If you use solar panels to make UU matter, and you take your UU matter to take advantage of the UU matter to glowstone, then you are able to distribute that glowstone into the process of your solar panel making, and then from there you can get a lot more solar panels. So as you get more energy, you're able to produce more UU, and in turn you are able to get more EMC to produce more solar panels, which is basically what we're doing. But I did actually look up how long it would take you to get all of your EMC back from it using a Mark III, let's see, Mark III energy collector, and it was like 3 hours of playtime, so I'm thinking we might actually get some live streaming in. That way we can actually get some of our awesome time in that would allow us to pay back for our loss that we have taken for the what is it? The energy collectors. So that would be sweet if we were able to live stream. Not sure if any of you guys would be watching the live stream, but that would be sweet. So that is 14 times 3, which is, let's see, 14, 28, 32. That's 42 solar panels now. So what I'd like to do now is actually go to sleep, and we should be able to take a EU reader, and we should be able to figure out how we are going to or how many EU per tick we are going to be getting now. So I will see you guys in a sec. I'm actually going to have to go make an EU reader. Let's see. I think it's a really simple recipe. It's just a piece of glowstone and a energy, or not an energy collector, but a electronic circuit. So I will see you guys in a sec. Alright, so now it is daytime, and I'm actually having to put my armor back on because we are in hard mode. So let's go ahead and find our boots. There they are. So now we are able to go test out our EU per tick on our awesome machine. So let's go ahead and find the EU reader that I just made. What the heck? Where's the EU reader? There's our EU reader. So now that we have our EU reader, and that thing's not that hard to make. It's like 4 copper cables, 1 electronic circuit, and 1 piece of glowstone, I think is what the recipe was. So now all we have to do is go down here, and I would actually like to see how many EU per tick are actually getting into here. 509, and then as you can see, it goes down the line as we go. I'm not exactly sure if it'd be more efficient to just have 1 mass fab, or if it would be more efficient to have more than 1, but we'll have to figure that out later. So as you see, we should be able to click right here and get our measurement, and we're actually getting 200 EMC per tick. I have no idea why that is. Let's go ahead and do the calculation really quick on my phone. If I can find that. So I believe it should be, let's see, 8 times, let's see, 14 equals 112. I was close. I was 10 off last time. And then let's multiply that by, let's see, 100. Wait, did I do that right? I have no idea. 112 times 4, I think. No, I have no idea. Give me a sec, and I'll do the math really quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was doing it right. I did 8 times 14, which is how many EU we're getting per row out there, and then I multiplied that by 3, and we're actually getting 336 EMC per tick. That is actually if I counted right, and we only have as many as I said, and I don't think I did count right, or we are just having some loss somehow. I don't know how that's working out. Let's go ahead and take out our Swiftwolf's Rendingale and fly over to here. And yeah, as you can see, that is working. And I'm actually going to go ahead and add the rest of these 36 onto here. And then I will get back to you guys and tell you what we are then getting. So I will see you guys in a sec. Sorry for all the cuts this episode, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I did actually place down all of the blocks that I was capable of doing, and I actually worked on our machine a little bit, trying to get it to be a little bit more efficient. I switched up where I had my Mark III collectors and stuff like that, as well as moved around some of my overclockers as well. And as you saw, I did place down a ton of solar panels, but as you can see, this is the setup that I'm currently using. I do have, I believe, 2 Mark IIIs sitting on my tin, and that actually seems to work out rather well. And we are actually not running out of tin at all. I'm not exactly sure if that's working quite right, because it does look a little bit strange, but as you can see, the iron is working out quite well as well, because basically the only thing we need that for now is not even generators anymore, because we have so many blocks of iron that it really doesn't matter anymore, but the only thing we are using it for is the electronic circuits, which is only 1 piece of iron, which is sweet. Now, redstone, we might actually need to throw some glowstone in here every once in a while, because as you can see, actually on this very end here, glowstone actually piles up. So every time that we do not actually check that redstone or glowstone will actually pile up, and we will be able to distribute that however we feel is necessary. And as you can see, I did actually cut off the stuff coming from these because I did have to upgrade the chests to fulfill the supply that we were acquiring because it was filling up all of our chests and we were unable to keep up with it. But as you can see, this is actually working out quite well, and as I've started talking, it's actually given us like 3 more, so that's kind of funny. And as you can see, I had to make like, I don't even know, 80 glass fiber cables to be able to use every single solar panel that we had, and as I was making them, I kept getting more solar panels. So as you can see, there's over 100 solar panels here, and I am still putting them down. I just got enough glass or fiber cabling for us to be able to place down a majority of what we do have. Let's go ahead and place this down, and this will be all that we can actually use at the moment. So now we will actually go ahead and pull out our EU reader, and I promise this episode's about to end, so if I'm overrunning you guys, I'm sorry, but we are going to end the episode as soon as we are able to figure out how many EMC or EU we are actually getting per tick. So let's go ahead and check over here, and you will actually see we're getting 509. Now that's not 100% correct. I believe it should be 5012 unless there is a little bit of loss from the MFSU, because that is a direct current from the MFSU. And as you can see, it does come down a little bit to 365, and then it keeps going on down. And as you can see, by the end, it's actually at 72, but that is actually still working pretty dang fast. And if you check on this one, it's actually not working at all because our scrap production is actually a little bit messed up now that we are using so fast, which is kind of good. So we might actually have to double the amount of recyclers that we have, which will actually be cool. And we might just put some more of our what's it called, overclockers in here. That might help. I'm not exactly sure if it will or not, but let's go ahead and try it out anyways. And now all we have to do is go down here, and now all we have to do is check what we have incoming. So let's go ahead and pull out this, and we are actually getting 760 or so EU per tick, which is actually pretty dang cool. 765 over an average of 765, or wait, we're getting that over 76 ticks, so we're getting 765 over that average, which is sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you guys do enjoy what I do, please do hit the subscribe button, as well as the like button if you were not already subscribed, and please do keep in mind that you can make a difference, and that if you are not subscribed yet and you do subscribe, it will actually grow the audience, because if someone says, hey, look, this guy has, what, 200 and maybe 15 subscribers, maybe I'll give it a chance and go check out some of their videos. But say I only had maybe 100 subscribers, a little bit less people might actually come and give me a chance. So those of you that don't actually subscribe to channels, please do keep that in mind and help out other people. I actually like helping out other channels as well by subscribing to them and helping them out in as many ways as I can. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been PG Mining 10, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.